Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. Dr. Scott here, connecting to you out of my office, and really, really glad to be here with you today. So, hope all is well and that you're doing well, and you've been enjoying the the site and the page so far. And a big, big welcome to all of our newer members and everything that's coming along with that. But this particular live stream, we wanted to take a moment to connect with you to follow up on yesterday's right short. So, yesterday's short, we were talking about the naturopathic way, right? So, just to kind of go through that again with the naturopathic way, uh, in, based on traditional naturopathy and how I work through it through my practice, we start off as an assessment when we work with someone. So the first stage is really seeing where they're at. And that's where most people are ignoring their symptoms, right? Things are happening in their life, in their body, in their being, but they are ignoring symptoms. Okay? So that's that first part. And then we're usually having incidences of acute illness or little flare ups or things here and there. And that's that second stage. So the first part, something might be going on, but you know what? It's no thing. Let me move on. Then an actual acute illness or situation might occur, but still not really taking action. And at that moment, when we're not taking action, this is when things are progressing to chronic illness, right? And degenerative diseases. And by this time, depending on what we're doing or who we're working with, we can either get out of that situation or we will stay stuck and remain in that situation. But this is where it gets interesting because after that third stage of chronic illness, as we talked about, the fourth stage, that's when whatever vital life force that is embedded or in our being or in our body would have come at stage two and addressed it, knocked it out right there when it hits the acute stage. Okay. By the fourth stage, if it there is any vital life force reserve or energy or kudra or hema, that would kind of be the default final stage where things get taken care of. If there is no internal vital life force, this is where we are with stage five. And that's what we want to talk about today. It's that fifth stage. And sorry to say, it's that fifth stage that many, many people are at. We've gone through acute, we've gone through chronic, no vital life force. And at the fifth stage, we are living in pain, in beyond chronic illness, and not absorbing any nutrients or feeling well at all. But we are existing, but not with full vitality. So it's that fifth stage that we want to take a moment to address. At some point, if the person is fortunate enough, they will have that internal awakening and say, hey, wait a minute, let me address this. And it's that point where they say, let me address this, that they go two ways. Either the person addresses it to either suppress symptoms or go and deal and try to heal and treat the the cause. Okay. So you're probably saying, well, Dr. Scott, how would someone know if they are going to try to suppress symptoms? Well, when we're going for the regular run of the mill treatment, this is usually the stage where we are just suppressing symptoms and not dealing with the root cause. A perfect example of that super, super key importance. Why? Because at that stage, we can move beyond or we can continue to suppress symptoms, right? And that's not really what we want to be striving for. So, what can we do at that stage? As we mentioned, we can continue to suppress or we can go higher. If you are watching this live stream, right, and you've been following this page and everything that's been going along with that, hopefully the aim is to go higher and to go beyond. Assuming that we've already tried the first path, right, the suppression path, more than likely things worked for a little bit, you quote unquote got a little bit better, but then the situation or the chronic disease resurfaced. So the next and only rational option is to address and treat the root cause. Now, if you're not a particular practitioner yourself, this is when connecting with someone becomes vital. And that's the essence and the art of the true naturopathic way. That's the fifth stage of healing, is reaching out for support, right? In this era of self-help only and self-diagnosis and self-healing, well, that can only get you so far without the knowledge. Now, while I do advocate self-healing, but it's only after you've gotten the knowledge and have been taught what to look out for. So what has to be looked out for in this fifth stage of healing? Well, what has to be looked out for is, do you understand yourself, right? Do you know your family history? Do you know what foods make you feel vital versus what foods bring you down, right? For example, kale might be good for someone, but might cause toxicity in someone else. So the first stage out of that fifth stage is to, first of all, truly, truly know yourself. The second part of that is to follow the guidance, right? Whatever the holistic practitioner is is recommending for you and working with you on, you have to truly, truly embrace and truly, truly believe. And then the third stage of that fifth stage is to actually follow and walk that path, right? Healing and wellness is a path, it's a journey. We never get to a point where we say, oh, I'm healthy now. All is well. I can hang it up and I can chill for the rest of my life. It doesn't work that way. Nothing in this world ever works that way at all. So it's something that we have to reinvigorate, rework with, reanalyze, repurpose, and reassess at all times. So that is the fifth level of healing. Reaching out for support, truly, truly knowing yourself, right? Following, having faith, and reassessing. And these are the deeper levels of wellness on the holistic level. So, thus far, if you've enjoyed the content, if you found value in what you've been seeing and hearing so far, definitely don't forget to give a like, don't forget to give a share, and don't forget to set your settings that every time a live feed or any video or any short comes out, you'll be notified right away. So make sure you adjust that bell. So again, moving beyond ignoring symptoms, moving beyond acute illness, moving beyond chronic illness, and even moving beyond our understanding of what the vital life force is. Because if that vital life force is not being built up and not stopping at stage 2, we find ourselves in the fifth stage. And it's that fifth stage that it's a make or break situation. It's at the fifth stage that either we continue on that path of suppressing symptoms or we take the route towards addressing the symptoms. When we address the symptoms, what are those 3 stages? Right? Asking for help, then following and believing the advice, and then reassessing. So Dr. Scott here at Nature's First Path will be connecting again and going alive again in the soon to near future. As always, peace. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Eid Mubarak coming up soon, and we will connect it again.